In recent years, Spain's national team has performed incredibly well at the top level, bringing home the World Cup in 2010 and the European Championships in both 2008 and 2012. Furthermore, Spain has dominated on the club football level, winning the UEFA Champions League a combined 14 times since its creation, the most of any country, whose clubs contain many of the best players in the world, including the two best players in the world, who combined have won the title for the world's best player the past 6 years in a row. Because of this, the rivalry between Spain's two best clubs, Real Madrid and FC Barcelona, garners worldwide attention. This rivalry emerged alongside the emergence of a Spanish national identity, with the two sides conflicting between the two versions of Spanish nationalism, Real Madrid being the more centralist approach, whereas FC Barcelona was a more peripheral approach, leading to the foundation of a strong Catalan independence movement. Throughout the history of sports have often been used by elites to distract the populace from growing political and economic strife. This could not be more true of modern Spain, where unemployment is at all-time highs and peripheral nationalist movements making a resurgence. Alongside this use, football also serves to create a sense of common identity among the supporters of a club. This is especially true of the three clubs that have come to represent the main nationalist movements within Spain. The Basque Country's main club, Athletic de Bilbao, reflecting their region's very ethnic approach to nationalism, requires all of its players to originate from the Basque region. Interestingly, this has not particularly hindered their performance, as they have managed to remain in the top division of Spanish football since its creation. However, FC Barcelona shows a much more civic approach to nationalism, generating a Catalan community within its fans. Much of this support came in response to the Franco regime-backed Real Madrid, and came as a statement of anti-authoritarianism. Although Real Madrid is no longer associated with authoritarianism, the club is still often seen as linked with the state and has a strong centralist nationalist movement behind it.
This match is getting, but this rivalry, it's more than just a sporting competition. For these two teams, their rivalry starts back during the Franco era, when both clubs represented much more than just a sporting capacity.
The simplistic view is of Barcelona and Real Madrid representing left and right on the political spectrum, of Real Madrid being Franco's team and Barcelona being the Democrats, the freedom fighters, if you like.
Franco's team was Real Madrid, and the team of the left, the team of separation, the team of the resistance, if you like, were Barcelona. And Barcelona and Catalonia as a region were repressed under the dictatorship. And the one element that the Catalan people could use to express their Catalanism, if you like, was through Barcelona and through FC Barcelona. And to a degree, that part of it has still remained today.
Con una forma de pensar, con una forma de ver todo lo que rodea la sociedad, que es una fórmula claramente catalana y que incluso es independentista, como estamos viendo en los últimos tiempos, ¿no? O sea, es decir, ya no es solo un partido de fútbol, el clásico, es algo más.
Real Madrid plays a very flamboyant and powerful style of football that seeks to quickly overwhelm its opponents.
A good advantage. Bale using that pace. Can he finish it? Oh, what a goal! Solo.
This is in stark contrast to FC Barcelona's style of football, which is very slow developing and very pass-oriented, and is seeking to outmaneuver its opponent.
Xavi. Pedro. Messi. Nicely worked between he and Fabregas again. This is Teo. Pedro!
Simple things such as playing styles and even player origins have come to signify so much more to these fan groups. These things have even come to represent the movements themselves. Although neither of the team's leaders are Spanish, both of the players fit with the ideals each club has, preventing risks from emerging in the fan bases of either team. Cristiano Ronaldo, the leader of Real Madrid, plays with a very powerful and majestic style that is mirrored on and off the pitch, that is often used to signify the centralist movement within Madrid itself. On the other hand, Lionel Messi, the leader of FC Barcelona, plays with a very humble and quiet style that seeks to overpower his opponents through natural ability, reflecting the ideals of the Catalan movement which has come to adopt him as one of their own. The atmosphere and community of the fans in the stadium truly helps make FC Barcelona Catalan, with booming chants and songs that are deeply Catalan, and posters that often go up for Catalan independence. There is no doubt where their support lies. Also, as can be seen here, their fans often erect a Catalan flag by holding up posters throughout the stadium, where they're showing their unity on this issue. Until recently, many Catalans, at least, did not feel the need to be fully independent. After the fall of the Franco regime, Catalonia, Galicia, and Basque Country were set up as autonomous regions, being granted some elements of self-rule under Spanish rule. However, after the Spanish legislature ruled in favor of granting the regions more autonomy, the Spanish courts ruled against this decision and even added things to prevent self-rule and autonomy. Because of this, there has been huge public outcry among the Catalans for independence, even pushing for a referendum on the issue. FC Barcelona even recently came out in support of a yes vote for Catalan independence in the referendum. However, Spanish courts recently voted that this was illegal, with much of the rest of Spain being against independent Catalonia. Although the Spanish national football team has enjoyed much success over recent years, the same level of excitement is not shared throughout all of Spain. Following the World Cup win in 2010, the parades and celebrations in Catalonia and the Basque Country were much less attended than those in the rest of Spain. Although this apathy for the national team is not shared by all Catalans and Basques, it is on a big enough level that the Spanish national team has stopped playing games in these areas due to a fear of a lack of support. Each region of Spain has its own regional team, which plays within Spain against teams of other regions. However, there are not many games for these teams to play. Catalonia and Basque Country both show great support for their regional teams, even making pushes for their teams to play on the global level separate from Spain, similar to the way that Wales and Scotland play separate from England. Skill-wise, there is no question that these teams deserve to play on the global level, with many of the world's best players being from these regions. However, the issue has never actually come to a vote in Spain. Recent opinion polls, however, show that not only would many people from these regions be in support of it, but also a fair amount of people from other parts of Spain. In conclusion, because the rest of Spain is still very anti-independence of these regions, most likely they will not gain independence anytime soon. However, it is entirely possible that these regions' football teams may soon play on the international level.